Hello everyone, this is Fenris Lycon here again for another game of Surviving Mars. This is after the first hot patch, and they did fix some things. And I was able to actually get a dome built down here. I did have to remove this like really cool rock formation, but there was an additional problem. If I go to the surface,
Resources are low.
and check, we're gonna lose all these resources in here. For some reason they got stuck and they'll be a little bugged out, but we cannot request food because this elevator works pretty much like a rocket, and we have the hunger rule turned on, which means we can't put food into our rockets, which means we can't move food from the above ground, which we have almost like 180. And so if we do want to bring and I can
Sector scanned.
Everyone underground, we need to be very, very, very careful about it, where we bring people down and make food really quick and start building that up. I do want to explore it a little bit more, but so that's going to make it a lot tougher to do what we want, but I think it's still possible. I will probably be slowing the rate I'm going to be releasing these videos. I'm going to aim for just one a day until I guess like disasters get turned back on and there's more to be doing. The other change, if we go to research, this low G excavation permits, which lets you remove cave-ins, has been moved further down the tech tree, which I think is a great change. It's very expensive and it limits you on what you can kind of do underground. But I do want to get that, and I kind of do want to see what's the mysteries and everything else is down there. We are very short on metals on the surface, but let's
Resources are low.
get our dome at least started. So we want to clear this really cool rock. Just make sure that all this area is the same. Happens really quick. It looks like underground too, there's not a increase or decrease in waste rock. We did see that when we were doing the ramps on the surface, so that is a change. And I want to say over this weekend, like the last two videos have done really great, so thank you for everyone who's been joining in on these videos over the past few days, and welcome, and thank you for everyone who's subscribed. It's been great, and I've definitely kind of gone up in subscribers, which is always tons of fun. Okay, so if we get this dome, I think it was just too close to the walls and everything else. Move it a little bit further. The other thing I've noticed when I got this is so we can move prefabs from the surface and down to the underground, but I wasn't able to do the vapor moisturizer. We do have this giant underground water, and we need to produce all of our food down here too, so that all takes water. I don't know what you're supposed to do if all your deposits run out. I guess you can kind of keep snaking pipes, because they shouldn't break, because you're not going to get dust storms and
Meteor incoming.
or disasters. Ooh. Oh, it's hitting the underground. Okay, that's fine. You can hit that. The other really good news is the mods that increase the speed have all happened, so I can now go into like super speed, 10 time instead of 5, and 5 instead of 3. But I also want to, before I forget, get a rocket. We have a drone hub. I am going to get vapor moisturizer just in case we can get it down and I just didn't see it, or if they update. Also more water doesn't help. I do want to get a small machine parts factory and small electronics, mostly for the surface, and more drones. We are definitely hurting for drones, and I think the question is, do I get another transport and commander? I'm going to put a drone hub down underground, so I don't think I need a commander. I think I can use the commander down there and the drone hub to bridge everything. So I think this is good for now. The other question is to bring more electronics because I guess, well, we're just going to lose a lot of polymers. Okay. I know I don't want to do it, but I have to. So if we just go check.
Resources are low.
There's, it needs to get unloaded. And let's actually move you over here. So 4423. So if we go
Resources
up
are low.
and just request something very quick, like our drone hub, so we can actually make use of it. Please transport.
Resources are low.
Yeah, we lost all of those resources. That's all right. And actually, if I bring you back over here and we put our drone hub, get that built. I'm trying to bring it as close to the elevator as possible. Hopefully still leave room. I think that looks pretty good. We can then connect it. Can you reach the metals? I think you can. Speed things up. Maybe not. I think it was just out of range. We do need power, so let's get a Starling generator down too. We'll turn the our dome, which actually looks pretty cool. I know it's just a reskinning, and unfortunately there's also not skins for this either, so that's a little unfortunate, but it does look pretty cool. It looks very reinforced to anything falling down on top of their heads, which you almost think, I mean, the idea is if you're going underground, you ooh, okay, so we have a anomaly from scanning. I probably oh no, this is a event from we got from our observatory. Consume stars. We have observed a star similar to our sun being swallowed by a black hole. During this tidal disruption event, half the star was consumed while the other half was torn apart and flung back into space. The spaghettification of the star resulted in strands of light unlike anything we have seen. While displays of light spectacular to witness, the idea is that this could happen out of nowhere to our solar system is worrying. If we publish the finds, implications be damned. We increase the morale and slightly decrease. We don't our scientists, but we don't really have. We have, I think, 2 scientists. We can focus our efforts on detecting black holes that will prevent a risk to our solar system. We get a morale, or keep it hidden. We will focus our efforts on black holes. Ooh, Mars quake. The only real disaster we have. Okay, so we have this. We have the drone. So if we move you to be able to handle this, and we move our storage units a little bit further out. Is this in range? Nope. We need to go a little further. Say like here. And I'm going to put for polymers and concrete, and then tell them to fast radio burst. We got an ingenious. After trying to decipher the signal for a long time, this was the event we had before. It appears we are unable to translate it. The researcher that devoted their time to the signal reports that somehow they developed an uncanny ability to understand complex equations and other mathematical problems. What caused this change is a mystery to our medical experts, and we can only profit from this new genius that walks in our midst. That's actually pretty cool. And you need to move out a little bit. There we go. I am going to put the desired amount on these for 0, so they should be able to transport it. Daisy chain this all the way over here, which will be excellent. Because of that, I do want to put this up to like 20, so everything gets kind of moved over there.
Sector
Let's quickly
scanned.
take a look back on the surface. We have more anomalies we need to get working on. We're pretty low on metals, so we need to get all of those gathered up by our
Resources
transport.
are low.
Yep. I've been
Sector
neglecting the
scanned.
surface.
Research complete.
We have the micro G vehicles. Now we can actually bring some of our explorers onto the asteroids we find, which is going to be excellent. Just going to move you over. Oh, okay, this is a continuation of the event. This is actually kind of cool to see a little bit more. We have observed a... Wait, no, this is the same event. Huh, that's a little unusual. I guess random chance to trigger event, and we triggered it twice in a row. Weird, though. You'd think there'd be a little bit of cooldown, but maybe they just have it, like these events are pretty low probability. And we just kind of hit them twice. How are we looking over here? We still have plenty of residents. And we have plenty of
Anomaly
places to work.
analyzed.
Until today,
Nice.
the
More
only
money.
place we'd thought...
We've seen so many of these events. I'm just going to keep skipping the ground events and only really focus on the ones on the like space or underground, I should say.
There's more to the back...
We do have the very, very long tech for to actually expand in the underground. But okay. So we're looking pretty good now on the metals.
Resources
I think we can go
are
back
low.
down. So we're gonna need more power. Slow things down a little bit. We're gonna need a little more power. I think we'll get a few more Stirling generators down. Have we emptied you? Nope, we still have more concrete. We are going to need some living complexes. We're going to also need a Moxie. Do we put just all of our life support systems over here? We can actually spread it out a little bit more, especially if we keep it away from the things that are going to cause dust. Although, if we do need support struts, it would be nice to kind of keep everything a little bit close together. But yeah, I think we'll just do it down here. Okay, life support systems. We're going to need our Moxie. We can always just bring our pipe. Normally, I try to keep our the pipe as short as possible, so that during dust storms it doesn't get broken. So the more piping you have, the more likely it is to get destroyed during a dust storm, which is not going to be the case underground. We can get some tanks down. I think, yeah. I'm going to put the water tank, I think, down here, even if it gets into the dust range. So we'll put our water extractor down. Start. I guess I can move it as far away as possible from the rare metal deposit, so they don't kind of overlap. Make use of our safe piping. This dumping site is too far away, so we will put one closer. One of the asteroids that move out of range, that's fine. I don't believe we had anything, but it's been a few days. Yeah, so we'll put you nice and close. We might need to move it once we actually make this metal deposit. Make use of it. So we are going to have to be really, really tight on people to start with, because I do want to kind of try that out of seeing if we can actually survive them. Like worst case scenario, truth be told, is we lose like 12, 15 people, however many we bring. The elevator can only bring 12 at a time. So if we do like the kind of bare minimum, of the services, so that we're actually not going to have food, so we do want the space bar, and we should grab probably like a guarding think a stone garden underground makes, I don't know, some kind of sense. We will also do the ranch. And we should also get our water tower in. This will allow us to turn our extractor and whatnot on and off, so we don't have to keep it on full time. That will allow us to spread the power a little bit more.
Anomaly
Okay, Surface,
analyzed.
I'm neglecting you. What's going on?
We found some useful material in the
Ooh, rare metals. Beautiful. You should keep going. There's a whole lot of everything here, so we should probably just grab them all up. I think I'll bring it to the main colony. That way, once it works on the rare metals, it can start bringing them to Earth. And we actually need to land. Well, that's a good thing we didn't have any colonists coming in, which we can't with last arc. So how are we looking here? Pretty good, I believe. So our people are getting kind of older. I think we're about to get into like a little bit of an age crash. So you can see we're mostly middle-aged and seniors right now, because we kind of started young with our first crew, but they've all died out. So I'm a little bit surprised about that, truth be told. Maybe we just have a lot of people just become middle-aged. That's something to watch out for. In fact, yeah, if we select people to go underground, if we get a lot of seniors, that could actually be kind of a problem. I'll speed things up. I think once we have everything built here, I'll call it the end of the episode. Ooh, oh, cave in. That's fine. And I hope everyone has had a really great weekend. I know, at least I had a really nice Friday with my friends. I had a little bit too much fun, which is what my friend likes to call borrowing happiness from tomorrow. So that definitely happened on Friday. I had to pay it back a little bit over the weekend. But it has been very beautiful too, weather-wise. I'm actually thinking about trying and doing something a little bit new. There's some zoos around. I think with the weather being so nice, I want to do something outside, so I was thinking of visiting one of them. They're not even very expensive to visit, so I haven't been since a kid. So that should be a little bit exciting. We do need more concrete down here, so let's...
Anomaly analyzed.
Let's get the concrete. Didn't
Anomaly
the prefab
found.
make it down, or did we already have a prefab? Maybe. Okay, maybe we didn't lose those resources, but they were they stay there, and like they already got delivered and they stay there. So that might have been what happened. They did also update it, so this goes in increments of 1s instead of 5s, which helps when we need to visit the asteroid and bring everything back, but it's also very inconvenient when we have to select everything. Alright, let's go.
It's not every day that we have the luxury to choose from what Mars
We'll take the
has.
rare metals. I don't even know where it is. Right here? Actually, that's not bad. A little water. With kind of last arc, we're always people constrained, so it's less important. We're half of the people we need to actually trigger the mystery, and I do wonder, because these count as kind of separate maps, and I think this will be kind of the last thought before at the end of them. Is it the total population between these two maps that count and trigger a mystery? Because for most of the mysteries, they're triggered by your population, so they don't happen too early. They give you the time like So it knows like, hey, if you're growing really fast, they can trigger it at 50. If you're growing really slow, they can wait until like Soul 200 if need be. But now we have multiple maps where people might be separated. Is it going to count the sum of all of them, or is it going to wait for one of the maps to have a max population? Because you could potentially hide them underground. So that's also kind of why I want to do this, even though it's going to be a little bit tough. Do we not have any metals down here? No, we do. Drones. Can you... I do want to turn you off until I actually have... Alright, you're totally on. I'm going to turn the day shifts off for now, because that's when we're going to have things running, like factories and stuff. Although I don't think so. 3... we don't have enough. We could actually build 2, because the maintenance actually doesn't happen when they're not running. And we would normally be more worried about the dust storms doing the maintenance when they're off. This one doesn't have exotic ones, so we'll ignore that one. Kind drones. Okay, I don't know why they're not trying to build this water tower, but maybe I'll move it and see what's going on. But without further ado, this is Fenris Lycon, and this has been the Surviving Mars Below and Beyond, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.